There's a field in Nebraska that no dog will walk past. No cat, no bird lands in it. Not even ants will cross its border. A man found out why. 10 people went in that field. Only 2 walked back out. This is everything that happened, in his own words. 6 months ago, a 32-year-old man, we'll call him Mark for this video, moved from Los Angeles to a small town in Nebraska. Not glamorous, he says, but warm, welcoming. The kind of place where canyons and prairies stretch out further than you can really process if you grew up in a city. He brought one companion with him, an 8-year-old West Highland Terrier named Francis Crozier. Don't let the size fool you. Westies are tough, stubborn little dogs, bred to hunt vermin underground. And Francis had already proven himself fearless, hiking trails like Toadstool and Chimney Rock without flinching once. That's important, because what happens next? Francis flinches. Dogs don't get scared of nothing. Remember that. One morning, to beat the summer heat, Mark takes Francis down a new trail at the edge of town. Dirt path, road on one side, open grassland on the other. Peaceful, ordinary. 20 minutes in, the short prairie grass abruptly changes. A dense wall of big bluestem grass rises up, 8 feet tall, maybe 20 yards wide, 50 yards deep. And here's the first detail that should have been a red flag. The edge of this grass patch is too clean, too perfect, like someone drew a line with a ruler. Francis stops dead, hackles up, tail flat and rigid, not growling, not whimpering, just frozen, staring into grass that's tall enough to hide almost anything smaller than a bison. Mark scoops him up to carry him past it, and Francis loses it, thrashing, biting at the air. The second Mark turns around and walks away from the field. Francis goes calm immediately. Whatever was in there, the dog wasn't just nervous about it. He was begging not to go near it. A few nights later, Mark mentions this to his neighbor, Connor, a local with a deaf golden retriever named Beethoven. Rescued from a rough situation, skittish by nature. Connor's response stops him cold. I know that field. People have been talking about it for months. Dogs won't go near it. But then Connor says something that changes the whole shape of this mystery. He says he once pushed his 1-year-old niece past that field in a stroller. She wasn't scared of dogs. She wasn't scared of strangers. She started screaming, unprompted, the second they got close. A baby has no concept of predators in tall grass. No survival instinct trained by evolution to fear coyotes. So what was she reacting to? A baby can't smell a fox. So what scared her? The next morning, Mark and Connor approach the field from the opposite direction, and Francis reacts the exact same way, from the exact same spot, regardless of which way they came from. That rules out scent carried on the wind. Whatever this is, it's not blowing in from somewhere else. It's coming from the field itself. Then Connor does something Mark doesn't expect. He just walks into the grass. Nothing happens. He grins, pokes his head through the stalks like a kid in a corn maze. And then his face changes. Holy shit, this is fake. Mark grabs a stalk himself. Rubbery, won't tear, bends but never snaps. He yanks up an entire root cluster and it comes free with a hollow pop, and underneath, tangled fake roots that smell like the inside of a brand new car. This is synthetic turf, designed to look exactly like a wild prairie plant. Roots included, in the middle of nowhere, with no construction record, no city project, no explanation. And whoever built it went through the trouble of making the roots look real too, which means someone expected people to dig. Connor floats a theory, ultrasonic pest repellers. Something humans can't hear that explains the dogs, the baby, the unease. It's a good theory, until Connor goes quiet inside the grass for a few minutes, longer than Mark is comfortable with, and comes back out looking unsettled. He says he heard voices. A recording, maybe. Just one word, repeated over and over. Don't. Low. Desperate. On loop. That night, Mark emails the local representative. Her response, no agricultural projects out there. Probably a prank. That night is also the first night. Mark dreams about the field, blue stem twice as tall. The same overlapping voices whispering asterisk don't asterisk. And at the end of every dream, the grass thins out into a perfect circular hole in the earth. He wakes up with the shape of it burned behind his eyes. He had the same dream. Every single night, Mark and Connor go back one final time, guns at their hips. Beethoven on a leash as a control test. If it's Sonic, a deaf dog should walk right through. No reaction. She does, completely unfazed, sniffing gopher holes, tail wagging, totally calm the entire length of the field. That rules out sound. But there's something worse waiting for them. The field is bigger than it was the week before, longer down the road. Both men notice it independently before either says a word out loud. It's not just unexplained. It's spreading. Then two cars come screaming down the narrow road from opposite directions. One swerves to avoid a collision. Beethoven panics, tears the leash from Connor's hand, and bolts straight into the field. Connor goes in after her. Mark follows. Inside, the grass is denser than it looks from outside. You lose your bearings instantly. Mark hears Connor ahead of him, then a sharp, "Oh shit," and then nothing. Total silence. Not quiet, silence. No wind, no barking, no footsteps. His own hearing just switches off, and then switches back on like a light flipped twice. He finds a man lying on his back in the grass. Eyes open, mouth moving, no sound. Then a woman, same position, same open eyes. Then another, and another. A line of human bodies, laid out perfectly straight through the grass, every single one face up, lips moving around words nobody can hear. At the end of the line, Connor, still adjusting his own body into position, like something was guiding him into the line as Mark watched. He pulled his friend out of the line. He still doesn't know if that was the right choice. Mark drags Connor clear, breaking the chain of bodies. He calls 911. Police and ambulances pull 10 bodies total from that field. Connor had a pulse minutes earlier. By the time the EMTs reach him, he's gone. Every single person pulled from that grass, dead. No clear cause. No toxin detected on scene. Hours later, Mark drives back to look at the field one last time. It's gone. No grass, real or fake. Just bare dirt and shallow pits where root systems the size of small trees were torn out of the ground in what would have taken a construction crew days. It happened in hours. That night, scrolling online, Mark finds other reports scattered across the Great Plains. Fake grass patches, people wandering in, a girl in Iowa whose brother had a heart attack inside one. Nobody connects them. Nobody official is looking. And every night since, Mark still hears it in his sleep. Don't. He broke the line that day. He pulled Connor out before whatever was happening had finished. And now, more than anything else, he can't stop wondering if that word wasn't a warning to stay out. It was a warning about what happens when you interrupt something already in progress. We don't know what that field was. We don't know what don't really meant, or why it's already happened before, in other states, to other families. What we do know is this: animals don't lie, babies don't lie, and when every living thing near you refuses to take one more step forward, that's not fear without a reason. If this story got under your skin, hit subscribe. We post a new true horror story every week, and you do not want to miss the next one. Drop a comment. Would you have walked into that field?